Today I am going to be discussing a topic I think some men will be excited when they hear. Please tell them. Okay. No, ladies, I'm not against you. You know we're together now. We're the same kind. Sure, you see, we're the same kind. Okay, my topic today is how strong-willed women sabotage their relationships. Okay, I repeat it. How strong-willed women sabotage their relationships. While preparing for this, I had been pondering, researching also. I read, and I kept reading. It's a thought that has been coming to my mind again and again. Maybe because over time I have noticed a number of women who are leaders. They are exceptional in so many ways. They are leaders you want to follow, if you understand what I mean. But then you find out that in their relationships, especially the intimate ones, marriage and what have you, some things have happened and the story doesn't end well. So it got me thinking, what's the thing? And then my own growing up years, I had those thoughts of knowing my personality. For those of you who know me, I won't call myself the average, calm, cool, sweet baby. No, I had energy. Okay, and I think I have a strong personality. So it got me concerned. And many years before I started researching and asking myself, I don't want to build a home and then destroy it myself. I'm sure you understand what I mean. And we have that capacity, every human being, especially us women, because we are the heart of the home. Now, so my thought today is I'm going to highlight some things, six actually, that I have come across as I don't know, they just keep hitting me hard, and I feel I'm watching them in my life. Please watch them in your own life. Okay, first is communication. Many of us are poor communicators because we didn't learn from childhood how to communicate, probably because we weren't listened to, or our parents did not actually mirror a good communication style to us. And that can really be very harmful. So you find that you find yourself in a tough situation, something is happening that you really don't like, and rather than speak up in a calm, abusive or non-aggressive manner, you rather are speaking in a manner that, or you're not even speaking, sorry, there are some who speak as if poison, some others just don't speak, so they avoid. It's not too healthy, or they become very vacillators, they become vacillators of some kind. Angry calm. It's not healthy. You need to actually deal with such things if you find them in your life, because they can drain a relationship. I am not going to expatiate too much on all the points, but please start thinking, or even write out and let's discuss and what have you, because I'm trying to honor your time here. Two is competitiveness. A lot of us have that, a strong-willed person actually finds when people are competing against her, she finds it as a plus because it pushes her, it gives her momentum. Okay, now unfortunately, in marriage or relationship, which is romantic or just friendship, it's not the best. It is draining. Where your friend should be cheering you on, and you find that that's the person who is actually pulling you down, all in the name of showing he or she is better. It's not helpful. So please consider it. It's not something you really want to indulge in. And sometimes you are the one who can either activate it or deactivate it. I mean, if the other person has activated it, you deactivate, or you even ensure you do not sow the seed that now brings up that thing of competitiveness. So cheer your partner on, be supportive. I hope the person is giving you the same. If the person is not, then start thinking. I won't tell you to what direction. Just think. Okay. Three is control. Yes. Control, I have found, is a strength and it's also a weakness. This is what I mean. A controlling person actually has some qualities of a manager, meaning that the person has attention to detail, notices some things, and the person has the energy to go back and forth and check what is happening. It's like quality assurance, more or less. However, in life, especially with relationships that have to do with marriage or something more intimate or what have you, or towards the intimate one, please consider the fact that if you're always trying to be in control, you are hurting the relationship. As a woman, realize that part of your man's joy is that he sees that he's doing some things for you. He sees that you allow him because you trust him to be in charge. I am not saying that it now becomes the rule in the house or the rule in your relationship that no, you have no say, you have no input. No, I am saying don't always want to be the one in charge. You're the one dictating. It has to be. It has to be. Sorry. Okay. All right. All right. Next. Expectations. Now, I mean, when I speak of expectations, the major expectation I find that many strong willed women have is that because they themselves are charismatic, they expect the same from the other person. Now, notice that they say opposites attract, and that is to mean that in some relationships, you don't need the two of you to be also boisterous and, charismatic, energetic in that manner. The person may be cool, calm, composed, so different from you, but the person is bringing value to the table, value that most likely you need. You see, for those of us who have so much energy and we're going all the time, okay, sorry, maybe your own rhythm is not like mine, don't worry, but this is what I mean. For those of us who have that much energy, you need someone who can be a resting place, a place of calm and serenity, a place where you feel safe, secure. Okay, now imagine the person was like you. I want you to think about it. Okay, I leave you there. Now, follow me to the fifth point. Emotionally economical. Now, this one is very, very, very important. I'm trying to be careful because I understand that if a person has emotional challenges, there's a likelihood the person has gone through some pain and trauma. So I am not blaming you. However, I am holding you responsible for what you turn out to be because it's still your life you are to live and enjoy. I hope you got what I meant. It is still your own life. So even though you have gone through some very harrowing experiences that have almost left you doubting yourself and not trusting people, please work on it. If you need to forgive the people who have hurt you, if you need to work on therapy or sit down with a therapist, sit down with a counselor, deal with it. Reason being, if you are the kind of person who is always economical with showing emotions, you can't show compassion, you can't show love, you can't receive it, then there's a problem. Because then over time you drain the man. Over time, he starts to look at you as though you're stoic. He starts to look at you as though he himself may have a problem. And unfortunately, I hate to sound this way, but to sound a note of warning. Unfortunately, you're creating a vacuum that some irresponsible, not non-loyal human being out there, another woman, will take your space. You don't want that. If it's a relationship that is worth keeping, give it your best. And sometimes it may mean allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Okay, next is self-awareness. I want to just picture this because in all of these things I have said, some of this because some of us are not self-aware. So it's funny I'm bringing it as the last point, but I think it's still important to say you need to work on self-awareness. Some of us don't understand the gravity, the capacity of the things we do. Some of us are hurtful and we don't realize it. Now, it's simply because you are not self-aware. I am not saying that people are not communicating. I'm saying people are talking to you and yet you are not hearing it. You are just not hearing it. I have seen some situations where the person is okay. Let me give you a quick example. There was someone I got the opportunity of interacting with, not really counseling, but we just got talking, met happenstance kind of thing. And the lady was opening up some things, and the more she told me, the more I saw that okay, she was telling me her side of it, but was telling me what the other person was saying, the man in her life was saying. And I realized this man is trying to tell you something. Now, men, sorry, I must blame you. When we do not understand your Greek language, please speak Latin. Please find another way. Because sometimes you're speaking in coded manners, and for some women, especially strong women, their black is black, their white is white. Speak in white and blacks, don't speak in grays. They don't get it when it's tinted. Please just speak straight up. Don't be afraid to be emotional, please, as a man. I know I'm going out of the sphere of what I've said, so let me just stop here quickly. I'm just going to hint, please speak up. Women, deal with self-awareness, or let me say create a sense of self-awareness. One major way you can do that is through a journal. Start journaling, where you pour out those thoughts, pour out the experiences of the day, probably to give you, oh, okay, this actually happened. Oh, now, so it means you're quiet enough to be able to observe and analyze. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, no. Okay, maybe that would not have been your way, but okay, you have your own way. Okay, have a good day. Have a lovely day. Please leave your comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And if you'd like to chat with me or talk with me, please start conversation. I'll be more than glad. Have a lovely day. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And please nurture your relationships. Heartbreaks are painful, except if they are necessary. Okay, please. Bye.